Guys, censorship, oh sweet censorship. Collect the Shout banned. Feminist accounts locked down and now they think censorship is bad by Vara. Oh boy, a classic. When the censorers get censored, so to speak. Well, they probably got nuked for a reason, I'd assume. Yeah, if you don't know, Collect the Shout was the ones that also pushed MasterCard and Visa to do their weird shenanigans. Though, to be fair, I don't think that they were the main reason why this happened, considering how this all appears to be a, what's the word? A collective attempt. A targeted attempt at censorship worldwide. Well, we'll just jump in. Let's see what's going on here.
Censorship is bad, and just because it's
ISTG Twitter is the last bastion of freedom against these Karens. Well, if Facebook, Instagram bent the knee to the Collect the Shout Karens' demands to remove CSAM doll sellers. What the fuck? Twitter essentially said F off. Interesting.
it's not affecting you right now doesn't mean it can't in the future. And I always say this when I'm discussing franchises being altered or people's social media accounts being shut down. But the very people on the internet right now over at Collective Shout who are demanding the video game industry be censored from head to toe are being silenced on social media, and no one is rushing to
Oh no. It's okay when I do it, but please don't do it to me. Well, fuck off, I guess.
to defend them in G. I wonder why. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if
Also, they cried about sex dolls. I can't do this anymore.
you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I do not support censorship. Even if this was being done to an account of someone I personally do not like, I would sit here and say, yeah, it's pretty bad. But these people are finally getting a taste of their own medicine, and they're melting down over it, and understandably so. This is why I sit here and I fight back.
I'm sorry, but if you think that you are exempt from your own rules from your own game, then you're wrong. Get fucked.
Back against censorship, like in video games. It might not seem that big of a deal that a company is covering up a character's cleavage, or they're changing a panty shot, or they're altering dialogue. All of those things might seem like small, individual, little changes that don't seem that important to you, but they all add up because when you give companies an inch, they will take a mile, and people should be allowed to speak their mind on social media as long as they're following a platform's rules and regulations. But it looks like some of the Collective Shout campaigners are having their accounts locked down.
I'm just point and laugh at these retards.
And now they're crying censorship, and nobody is coming to their defense because they want to censor a hobby enjoyed by billions of people across the world, and they really believe.
Of course. Of course. Like, anything, chat, anything but protect real children. Anything. Anything but protect real children.
That is good. And so if they're going to support censorship, I'm not going to defend them from censorship. So Packer Girl had posted, I swear to God, Twitter is the last bastion of freedom against these Karens, while Facebook and Instagram bent the knee to the Collective Shout Karens' demands to remove child SA doll sellers. Twitter essentially told them to F off. Now, I think that this situation is pretty funny because this individual, LS Kennedy, has gone on to attack basically anybody who is criticizing.
By the way, this is the same group defending cuties. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This is the same horrid group that defended cuties.
Collective Shout right now. She has targeted Savvy, she has targeted me, she has targeted Packer Girl, she's targeted Hypnotic, she's targeted basically anybody that is discussing this situation, saying, why are you defending this disgusting, degenerate content when really—
Me next! Me next! Me next. Do me. Send me. Threaten me. Please.
We're just defending creative freedom. We are defending people's rights to be able to create games they want as long as they are legal content, and they are, but they do not like that answer. And so they are going around social media basically blasting anybody they can, spamming people like Elon Musk saying, "Is this the type of platform you want to have?" And well, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. So LS Kennedy had been, I guess, posting back and forth to Grok, because that's definitely not unhinged behavior. And Grok said, "I understand your concern about these dolls. Their small sizes and descriptions, like flat-chested, raise questions about their appearances, and it raises concerns. However, they market these as adult products, and in many places they remain legal. The debate is complex. Some argue these dolls could normalize harmful behavior, while others suggest they might reduce."
It's like this weird thing right now. If at the end of the day, they cannot differentiate between like reality and fiction, right? Right? They can't. This is like a weird thing right now. So if a woman has a large chest, she's sexualized. She's an object. If a woman is flat, she's a child. So big-chested women lose, are dehumanized, and flat-chested women are infantilized. They cannot win. They cannot win. It is so crazy. It is so like it's like weird, right? You have like both, like at the end of the day, both things reach one point, right? Which is women inherently sexual. It is so weird. What have we done? Where did we go wrong?
Though evidence is inconclusive, I aim to address this neutrality and welcome further discussion to clarify the issue. And she melted down because Grok didn't give her the answer that she wanted.
This woman is fighting Grok. This woman's fighting an AI. What the fuck, bro? That's crazy. The war against the clanger.
She's mad that this AI is not completely biased in her favor. You're neutral on the subject of abuse, Grok? Is this true, X? How do you expect to combat exploitation on your platform if that is your stance when you facilitate the global trade in abuse material?
There has no actual child material been shown. This woman's schizo.
Do you guys endorse this? And X later punished their team member who posted the comment exposing the company and criticizing Grok, demanding she delete it and locking her account until she did, which X has always done this, where if your post is usually like reported enough times or it's caught in a filter, it will ask you to delete the post so you can unlock your account. It's happened to me. It's happened to basically everybody on this platform.
Ha! Not me, though. Hasn't happened yet.
But she was really bothered by this. Now, of course, she is sitting here crying about how she was censored when she is behind a massive worldwide censorship campaign right now. And while she can sit here all she wants and say that this is unfair and that this isn't okay, ultimately, she is getting absolutely wrecked on social media by people saying, "Boo-hoo, cry me a river and float upstream." Now we know that
yeah, it doesn't feel so nice when it's you, huh? When you get a taste of your own medicine.
Collective Shout has basically spewed their lies and hatred towards gamers and the video game industry, and they've hidden behind protected accounts. They don't want people to truly be able to criticize them. They don't want open discussions surrounding their stances, surrounding their policies.
I have to say, though, while this is funny, I'm not gonna lie. This is haha funny. I would be lying if I didn't say this is haha funny, but let's not get too overzealous here, right? She's the small fish. Collect the Shout is a small fry. The real issue are governments currently doing weird ass shit like in Europe and also showing signs in the US. This is a problem. This is not this group is not our main target. They shouldn't be our main target. Our main target should be the UK. It should be the European Union. It should be the US government also having similar laws in the works. It's just weird.
Surrounding some of the initiatives that they are pushing right now. And Ellis Kennedy is somebody who, yes, has gone on social media and attacked multiple content creators simply for having the opinion that we need to defend freedom of expression and that creative freedom needs to be defended. And they hate that point of view. But when they sit here and they hide behind protected accounts and then they spew lies about gamers, nobody is going to run to their
yeah, funnily enough, protected accounts don't actually protect you, because as long as I follow you, I still see your shit. I could literally just post your posts if you make them. And yeah, while I would get probably blocked and enforce unfollowed, we still know what you're doing. Well, technically, you could make a second account and then post, right? Like, protected accounts don't help you.
Defense, even if you go on over to her social media, it says that she is, of course, a collective shout campaigner. She's basically getting no interaction. I mean, you've got 4 likes, you've got 2 likes, you've got 1 like, and these might be topics that she feels passionate about and she feels strongly about. But again, when you are spewing lies and hatred towards people in order to get a hobby enjoyed by billions of
just because you think you're in the right doesn't mean you're in the right. Just because you feel strongly about and are passionate about something does not mean you're on the right side. I'm sorry.
People censored and shut down, you're not going to get many people, even individuals like me who are anti-censorship, to sit here and defend you tooth and nail. I'm not going to put my account on the line for somebody like this who in the past has tried to push for our accounts to be shut down. And people are pointing and laughing at this, rightfully so. Collective shout Karens right now being mad and crying. Your enemies are arguing with chatbots. They truly send their most retarded soldiers. Yeah, she's not even sitting here and debating a real human.
Yeah, she's not debating a real account. They really send their most retarded soldiers. I'm gonna steal that one. Ivan Iron Fist, I will steal this one from you. They send their most retarded soldiers. This is perfect.
Because these people don't want to debate. These people could talk to plenty of content creators who are standing up for artistic freedom, but they don't want to. They'd rather sit here and go after a massive platform and bicker with a bot. So let me get this straight. She sees a doll, a hunk of plastic, and applies human logic to it. How are these people not in a mental asylum? If you look for a problem, you are going to find it. If you find exploitation material, you're going to find it. If you look for racism and everything, you're going to find it. You're always going to see what you want to see. And that's exactly what's happening with people like the collective shout Karens. She looked for a fight.
Very true. People have never actually seen, most people have never actually encountered a Nazi. So they desperately need to create Nazis because they can't find actual Nazis, right? They need to actively create one in their head somehow. Yet they cannot even define what that actually is. I find that really funny. I find that so funny. It is just hilarious how people... that just goes to show how well we're actually doing, right? How well people are actually, like, the lives of people actually are. If your biggest problem is that somebody on the internet is supposedly racist or Nazi or sexist or sells child or makes child abuse material in air quotes, then you could argue we live in pretty good times. Because if that's our biggest problem, right? Not putting food on the table, not knowing if you can pay the bills.
And she got one. The last free place on the internet. Based, you love to see it get absolutely wrecked. So I'll definitely be keeping my eye on the situation. Her account is unlocked. It's not like she has actually stood her ground. She has seemingly, yes, decided to remove that post. And, well, people were pointing and laughing anyway, so I'll be keeping my eye on this to see if she makes any other statements, but as of right now, we have these individual...
Like, one of the situations that stuck in my head was the Chikorita talk. Like, if you don't remember, when similar people said that people not picking Chikorita from Pokemon, the Johto starter, Grass Johto starter, was sexist. People that don't pick that starter are sexist. And they were wrong, because, right, that Pokemon is 87.5% male and 12.5% female, as far as I'm aware. So they would be wrong, right? It's just funny. It's just funny.
Arguing with bots, their accounts being locked down, them crying censorship, and nobody running to their defense. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in...
Yep, that's the end of the video. Yeah. Get fucked. Just get fucked at this point. Yeah, I have no sympathy for these people. None. You get your own medicine, essentially. You deserve it. I'm just point and laugh. But then again, they're not the main enemy. They're like a side villain of this whole thing going down, and we need to keep our eyes open, because this won't... Collect a Shout won't be the last side villain, at least, that's gonna pop up. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.